Just proud of our guys' approach. I told our guys, you need, no matter whatever the score is, you got to play to a standard. I thought we did that. 31 assists on 38 baskets. Is playing the right way and for the duration of the game. Of course, led by Ace, but thought the 5 seniors had everybody ready to play today, and appreciate their approach, and that's taking care of business. And now it's onward. We got to get better this week. We don't play for a full week here, so got a lot of work to do.
Mike, only 2 games left this month altogether. What do these next couple of weeks look like for you, and what can you kind of accomplish without that many games?
Get better. Get better. I think we have some guys that, we need to just keep shoring things up, John, but like it's got to get better in all phases of our game. I really think this team is locked in, and I know what they want and what they want to do, but you got to put the work in on the daily. And I told our staff, we got to pour into these guys over the next 2 weeks here. How much better can we get before they go home for Christmas, and then when we return on the 26th, how much better can we get? That has got to be the goal of our program every day. And if we do that, then you're going to you put yourself in a good position that doesn't guarantee you success, but it gives you a better chance at it.
Congrats on your son's win.
Thank you. Pretty cool.
Hey, what did you learn about your team coming out of those 2 Big Ten games? I don't really have anything to ask about today.
Yeah, what we're capable, what we're capable of, right? I think you saw a little bit of this, right? And I thought we played at a really, really high level on both ends of the court against Purdue, and I thought we didn't play well enough to win on the road. We were close. We got fight. But I thought there was a lot of times, Rutgers had a lot to do with it, but going on the road to win in the Big Ten, you can't beat yourself. And I thought we had possessions where we just beat ourselves. And we gotta get better at if somebody's not having a great game, we gotta pick each other up that way. And I loved our fight to get back in the game at Rutgers, but not enough to beat a talented team. So we got to learn from that, without a doubt. I think we have pieces. When we step up like the Purdue game and everybody's playing well, it's a high-level team. But the game's cruel too. It doesn't, just because you did it on Thursday doesn't mean you're going to do it on the following Tuesday. It doesn't work that way.
Just kind of a piggyback, but how much of this week was playing psychologist for you, given the frustrations of Tuesday, and then to play an opponent that kind of has this reputation?
Yeah, I don't think it's the mental part's always there. Right? You're always trying to get our guys be more aware of what we're doing or how we're doing it, or what the awareness of what's working, and the awareness of we can't do that again. That's always there, but like I truly believe, like, if you're all about the process, I believe this as a player, and I believe it as a coach. I know what the result, like, I know what we want to do and right where we want to get to, but it doesn't matter, because if you don't take care of what's in front of you, the process part. I always say the journey, like, just be all about the journey, all about what you're trying to do to get where you want to go. So that's the moment part. Have a great practice, get a great lift in, take care of your body. That to me is the mental part for me. Other coaches may look at it differently or talk about standings or stats and all that stuff. Yeah, I get that. Guys look at it, but it's just not me. Like, for me to have our guys ready to play better than what we're doing right now at this moment, it's got to be at the front of our mind, and then like take advantage of that. So I've always felt our team's improved in January and over break, because we emphasize it so much, and we're about being in the now, as I call it. Be right here, right now, where your feet are. I hope this team understands that and accepts it and works on it, because that will really help us.
Coach, how would you kind of evaluate how your freshmen played today, especially towards the end there?
Yeah, I thought they were great. I mean, they're playing against behind seniors, but I think you saw even more of Dom and Jaw and Hudson, and like those guys they're getting better and better, and they're playing against these guys every day in practice, and we're hard on them. When I want more out of these guys, but they're freshmen. There's a learning curve to all this, but you saw today. I mean, these guys can hoop, they can play, and they're going to get better and better. And Miles will be with us here soon in live action, and you know, he's fun to watch. And so I really like how they're learning. I like how they're trying really hard. I mean, and they got an edge to them, and they're confident. You know, and that's not always easy to do as a freshman when you're not playing as much. Those guys are going to help us win as we move along. I'm really proud of them, and I thought they had a great approach today.
Coach, Ace with the 16 assists, you know, sets the new school record.
Yeah.
You've seen him now for his whole career. Just talk about that accomplishment for him and how you've seen him grow over the time you've worked with him.
Well, that's just who Ace is. I mean, I think he'll rather have an assist than a basket, but he can do both. He's I think his whole life he's been setting the table for his teammates. He just did it at such a high level today that it got a school record in 700 career, over 700 career assists is no small feat. You know, I think he, you know, the best compliment you could get in a team sport is you make those around you better. He does that, and he does that in one innate way is passing the basketball. So, great respect for that record. That's great. I think it was over 50 years. That's impressive. So, you know, that's something he could hold on to. But I know Ace, and he probably said it, there's a lot more out there that he wants besides an assist record. And that's our goal to go get.
Coach, everyone talks about Ace's passing ability, but Freddie also had 7 assists today. How have you seen him develop as a passer and just a floor general?
Yeah, he's getting better. Freddie is getting better now at reading defenses while he's playing aggressively. And that just comes, he's a sophomore. He didn't play a lot last year. So he's just getting better and better at it. And I think sometimes you learn when you're playing with some guys like Ace that making the play doesn't mean you make the basket. You make the right play on what the defense gives you. And Freddie's getting better and better at that. He had 2 drives today where he just kicked it out to shooters. It was the right play at the right time. And that's when the game becomes slower and slows down and you see things and the picture gets bigger. And he's getting better and better at it. We got to hold him to a high standard because he has that ability to do that.
Your last question?
Mike, as this game's winding down, and obviously your son is playing this game, what is that like for you? And when your game ended, how quickly did you kind of try?
Yeah, I was watching it, and then until like the 8-minute mark before the guys came in, it was done. I was locked in. Like I tell my kids, you lock in on what you do, I'll lock in on what I do, and I'll meet you for dinner. You know, that's just how it's always been. My wife's there. Porter and Chase came to Dad's game because they don't want to be outside. Which is fair. Indoor sports are so much easier. But you know, as a dad, as a proud dad, you get to see your kids and your players. Right, my players are my kids too. But my 3 kids, they get to play sports at this level, and they love it, and they love being a part of the team. And then they have success, and you see how happy they are, and that's all that matters. And when you have happy kids that treat people right and are good teammates, you're proud parents, you're lucky parents, and we're lucky to have that. So I went to a basketball game in Harrisburg last night to see Chase. Jody went to Susquehanna to see Logan. Porter came to see her dad today. You know, so we'll have dinner tonight in the Rhoades house, but I'm not cooking. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See you
Thank
soon.
you, everyone.